Ladies and gentlemen, the Durham probe has released 5,000 classified documents. And for those of you who say nothing's ever gonna happen, just write a $30,000 check to the Democratic National Committee. Just maybe 50,000, because that is the worst mentality to have, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes, okay, we get it. Sussman, who nobody heard of, didn't get convicted. Big deal. We found out during the Sussman trial that Hillary Clinton personally approved a widespread plan. We know this from Robbie Mook and Mark Elias. The first time ever in the history of mankind where two people who worked for Clinton pointed the finger at Clinton in a court of law and under oath. That's worth more than an indictment. Now we have Durham, and I want a Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump 2024. I think she'll be the nominee of the Democratic Party. She should be. But you have a situation where Rome wasn't built in a day, ladies and gentlemen. Rome was not built in a day. Okay? Trump is slowly and methodically reshaping not only the Republican Party, but American politics. That's why you have everybody from Stephen Colbert to Jimmy Kimmel to Twitter to loyalists within the government, Democratic Party loyalists, to all of Hollywood, to D.C., the Washington Post, the New York Times. They are all in unison, in concert, trying desperately to stop this man while pontificating about democracy. But anyway, watch the segment prior to this one on Hunter and impeachment and a plea deal. But here, the special counsel said the prosecution is on track with producing discovery for the defense, and there was another status conference in September. Durham's team said it had produced to the defense over 5,000 documents in classified discovery. Now, the Durham probe special counsel is on its way to convicting a Steele dossier source in October. This is a huge trial, ladies and gentlemen. It's far more important than the Sussman trial. There's 5 counts. So the best thing for Danchenko to do is just to, set up a plea deal with Durham. Kind of like the plea deal with Hunter. You admit to whatever it is that, people paid you to do, and then you give Durham all the information that he needs so he doesn't extract as much, he doesn't reveal as much information as possible from a trial. We didn't know that Clinton personally approved a plan to share false and derogatory information to media. And this is the thing. It's like people say, "Oh, Trump lies so much. He lies so much." Like, no, you don't understand. You don't know what the Steele dossier is. You didn't, watch the Sussman trial or pay attention to it. You don't realize how many lies are leveled against Trump. He's completely innocent compared to what's been leveled against him, if you look at it from an aggregate viewpoint. Trump did not purchase a dossier to go after his direct political rivals. His direct political rivals did that to him. That's a fact. You'd have to be pretty ignorant of his modern U.S. history or politics not to understand that very simple basic fact. But here, this is an article. John Durham takes the reins ahead of trial of Steele dossier source. This is also important because he didn't do any talking. He did not do any talking, ladies and gentlemen, last trial. He will be the lead prosecutor. Now, I touched upon this in a segment. Durham did the talking for the prosecution on Monday. I appear in this case as counsel for the United States of America. While the special counsel was often present in the courtroom during the Sussman trial, he never spoke. He never spoke. He will be speaking now, ladies and gentlemen. It's on. It is on. They have unleashed John Durham within the Durham probe special counsel, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're very interested and it's just breathtaking and stunning. And really, it should be. Ladies and gentlemen, hit subscribe to this channel, by the way. We're almost at 200,000 subs. It's been a little bit slow in terms of news, but you're going to have in the next couple of months or within the next couple of weeks. Durham probe special counsel trial in October, but also Trump announcing huge news. I want a record-breaking economy. I want household median incomes up. I want poverty at all-time lows. That's what took place under Trump. Anyone who says, well, he abandoned the working class doesn't know anything pertaining to his economic record. Trump had a great economy. It's because of his policies. Mashed potato brains, our wonderful President Biden, has a terrible economy. And they say, oh, a jobs report. Well, median income is down 4.4%. Real wages, Median income's down like $4,000 from the all-time highs with Trump. But real wages are down 4.4%, and you have a shrinking economy. We're in a recession, 2 quarters of negative growth. The third quarter is going to be negative also. Michael Burry, Nouriel Roubini, nobody knows who I am. I'm nothing compared to those people in terms of their knowledge of finance and the economy. But I've also been saying, since September of 2021, watch the stock market crash today and watch the playlist below in the description. Go to the playlist. In September of 2021, I said everything's going to tank. We have not even begun, really, the stock market crash. It's going to get way below 30,000, probably close to 25,000 in the Dow. The NASDAQ, S&P will get pummeled because corporate profits, like Michael Burry said, are going to tank. Inflation is only going to go up. Oil prices will eventually go back up very quickly, actually, like probably within the next couple of weeks. And so you have a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where the economy is terrible. So yeah, I want a great economy and I want a great foreign policy. We have China and Taiwan. The tensions are it's like a powder keg. And Pelosi visits for what purpose? Like, I don't mind actually the visit, but what purpose was it? Does it fit a coherent, concise, logical, long-term foreign policy objective? Okay, because when Trump leveled tariffs at that country, it's like that was part of a strategy. And then, of course, never-Trumpers and mainly Democrats said, oh my God, oh, Trump. Trump was a great president. You remove the apoplectic and hysterical coverage, he was a great president. He accomplished a lot more than his predecessors. But anyway, and definitely more than mashed potato brains. But you have 5,000 classified documents. People, look. The Steele dossier was purchased. It was a bunch of lies. It was filtered through and funneled through the U.S. government and media. BuzzFeed published it. The only reason it got out of major lawsuits is because it was able to say in a court of law, well, the government was using it, so therefore we published it. And any salacious, defamatory statements within the dossier that it published, by the way, when BuzzFeed published the Steele dossier, they knew it was a bunch of false nonsense. They even said it was unverified. See, when they make absurd allegations against Trump, it's unverified. We need to verify it. These are unverified claims. When Trump makes a claim, it's baseless. How dare he make such a baseless claim? He's a coward. Oh, Dick Cheney, of all people, called Trump a coward. Dick Cheney is, if you want to talk about a politician who could be labeled as evil, you're talking about the former vice president. This man is like the Darth Vader of politics. He's viewed as somebody, when you really look at it, not only was he inept, because that's what he really was, he was diabolical in how reckless and irresponsible he was. Destabilizing an entire country. Entire region. What am I saying? Numerous countries. All because of faulty and failed intelligence, just like the intelligence leveled at Trump. Complete lies or failures in terms of intel. And so that's why Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld, the Lincoln Project people wanted a marriage amendment, and they were against marriage equality, and they are like months away or less than a year or two from being completely canceled by the left in the Democratic Party. And then they'll have no home because Trump basically put his boot in there and then kicked them out of the Republican Party. So they have no home. They're embedded within the Democratic Party, and they vote alongside Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders votes alongside them, actually. Anyway, hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Durham probe, 5,000 classified documents. Steele dossier was complete nonsense. The Bureau, now, the interesting thing is that the difference between this trial and the prior trial is that Durham is not only leading it, but he doesn't have to actually prove that the Bureau was duped. All he has to prove is that the Bureau believed, not necessarily duped, but believed that it was worthy of investigating because of the Steele subsource, the subsource's behavior and information. He was actually working with the Clinton operative. So again, it leads directly to the Clinton campaign. Hit subscribe to this channel. Be here for the live stream tonight, people. Tell your friends about this channel. If you want to become a member, please do. If you want to support my work, my Patreon, to my new Patreons, I cannot tell you how important this is. Your support is so important. If you enjoy my work, your Patreon support is so greatly appreciated. And become a member. Ladies and gentlemen, be here for the live stream. Go to this channel, but also the Stock Market Crash and the Nuclear Confrontation channel. Subscribe there.